by the Scottish Conservative and Unionist Party.
The European election on June the 4th is crucial. It is a chance for voters to vote positively for change. Labour have taken Britain to the brink of bankruptcy. Only the Conservatives can sort out the government's mess. In this age of austerity, we need a government of thrift. And all the evidence shows that the Conservative Party is winning the arguments again. Winning the arguments on the economy and on devolution, where governments working together to help people through Labour's recession is more important than politicians picking fights. If I become Prime Minister, I will come to Scotland immediately and meet with the First Minister. In these difficult times, it is better that we work together for the good of the whole nation. I'm fed up with politicians pursuing their own narrow agendas rather than fighting for what is best for the people of Scotland. It beggars belief that the Prime Minister and the First Minister did not meet for nearly a year during Labour's recession. I promise to change that. And the Scottish Conservatives have been winning the arguments in the Scottish Parliament. Conservative policies in action for the first time in more than a decade.
While Labour and the Liberal Democrats were grandstanding on the Scottish budget, voting it down for political headlines, we knuckled down and secured the best deal we could for the people of Scotland. But we shall continue to oppose Alex Salmond when his government is wrong. Surely it can't be right that Alex Salmond on 3 salaries can legislate to get his prescriptions for free. We could have had 2,000 more nurses instead.
The Scottish Conservatives MEP, Struan Stevenson, and his team are also offering a fresh start.
It's vital that as many people as possible vote Conservative in the elections because Scotland needs a strong voice in Europe. Why? Because we want to be in Europe but not run by Europe. We don't want our businesses and people's lives burdened with red tape. We want a meaningful and measured Europe.
It's quite simple. If you want to increase the risk of breaking up the United Kingdom, then vote SNP. But as this economic downturn has shown, we are stronger together and weaker apart. If you want a Britain with a broken economy, where every child born will have a debt of thousands of pounds, then vote Labour. If you want a Britain with a broken society and a broken political system, where Downing Street relies on smears and fears rather than policies and persuasion, then vote Labour. And if you want a Britain where manifesto promises are just broken, like their promise to give you a referendum on the European Constitution, then vote Labour. But if you want change for the better, then vote for the Scottish Conservatives. If you value the Union, then vote for the Scottish Conservatives. If you want to see parental responsibility and families supported, then vote Scottish Conservative. If you want to see teachers, nurses, doctors, the police and business freed from bureaucracy and diktat and allowed to get on with their jobs, then vote Scottish Conservatives. We need to ensure that Scotland has a strong Conservative voice in Europe. I ask you to vote Scottish Conservative and Unionist Party in the European elections on June the 4th.
That was a party election broadcast by the Scottish Conservative and Unionist Party.